A new day is dawning for several communities in Western Jamaica. The Western Resilience Water Project is a game changer to improve the delivery of quality potable water for several major towns such as Savannah-Lamar and Negril in Westmoreland, Montego Bay, Arnshore and Rosal in St. James, and Duncan's in Trelawny, just to name a few. As part of the overall project, existing transmission mains will be replaced and/or rehabilitated. Treatment plants, namely Martha Bray in Trelawny and Great River in St. James, will be expanded to increase water production capacity. Over in Westmoreland, there will be the expansion of the Roaring River Venture Water Treatment Plant and Transmission Main, while in St. Anne, residents can look forward to the construction of the new Rio Bueno Water Treatment Plant and the installation of a transmission main. These are large-scale water infrastructural developments that will positively impact lives and livelihoods. As the government breaks ground for phase 1 of the project that focuses on upgrading the existing transmission main between Montego Bay Great River Water Treatment Plant in St. James to the Queens of Spain new Martha Bray Water Treatment Plant system in Trelawny, it must be noted that it took hard work to get to this point. Marlene Malahoo Fort should know. She's the current Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs. Prior to this, however, she wore a different hat and worked alongside the Minister with a portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, the Honorable Matthew Samuda, to bring the project to a decisive juncture.
So the water project was declared a national project, a national strategic project, and that was done with let's just say, I ensure that it got to the Parliament on time. And interestingly, for a long time, many were not sure how to proceed with projects like those. When I was in the role of Attorney General, I advised the government on an approach to take, and that has really made it possible for the mega projects to go through the system without glitches. So the water project is one of those projects, and I was happy to work alongside Minister Matthew Samuda to ensure that the order came to Parliament, which would then take it outside of the cumbersome procurement process and to the place where we can now do what needs to be done.
She's also the Member of Parliament for St. James West Central. The constituency will benefit from the project.
I have said to my St. James West Central constituents that the government has been working to deal with the water problem, and that in a short period of time, the water issues will be behind us. So in St. James West Central, we have the Great River plant. And in the neighboring Trelawny, we have the Martha Bray plant. And then over in Westmoreland, we have Logwood. So this project is going to be dealing with all of the issues from Trelawny into St. James over into Westmoreland, Hanover, of course, in between too. And I'm really excited because it was not just talk, but there is process and there is event. And the water infrastructure has been old, dilapidated, just no investment for many years. So we have water, but we don't have the infrastructure that will store the water properly, channel the water, distribute it, you name it, all parts of it. So I'm really, really, really excited because, we just underestimate the misery factor when you turn on your pipes and you can't see the water.
The Western Parishes Corridor, which is the project area, is also central to Jamaica's tourism industry. Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett notes that the project will benefit not only residents, but also the tourism industry. He's the Member of Parliament for St. James East Central.
We're very excited about the prospects of having adequate water supply in the Western Parishes. My constituency really suffers, as is well known, and the Martha Bray source, which is the largest source in Western Jamaica, except of course to the Black River, which is on the southwestern side. But the Martha Bray, certainly for the northwestern side, is the largest source. And we are very, very elated by the fact that the government has enabled, a resource support that will guarantee now the western parishes to have adequate potable water. But that's more than a critical fillip, because the bigger picture is that the communities around must not feel that they are denied water while the resorts have it. So to ensure that there's adequacy of supply for both is absolutely ideal.
A project of this magnitude is quite necessary, as several of the pipelines are old. They break often, and there are leaks along the transmission mains. Representative of Westmoreland Westmoreland Wilson is quite familiar with this reality and underscores the importance of the project to residents.
This is magnanimous. I mean, for people in Western Jamaica, in particular Negril, this is welcome news. And if you speak to some of them, they will tell you that this is long overdue. Negril and Western Jamaica in particular has been suffering from water shortage for the better part of the last 30 years. In fact, we haven't had any major investment in our water infrastructure in that side of the island for quite some time. I think the last project was in Bullstead, in the constituency of Westmoreland Western. And for that reason, we have seen where the population has grown. We have seen where development has taken place with businesses. Hotels have come into this space, have expanded, and that all had led to water in greater demand. We have not had the consequence or the reciprocal investment, and that is why this project is so important.
As part of the project, there will be additional production capacity at the new Marthabury water treatment plant in Trelawny. This is part of several benefits for the people of that parish. Tova Hamilton is the representative for Trelawny Northern, and she is looking forward to the impact of the project on the lives of residents.
I will say that the Western Resilience Project is what real transformation looks like. I think having steady, reliable water in communities is very good, especially for communities that have been waiting for far too long. I think it is groundbreaking. I think residents will be very happy. We do have a water problem in Trelawny Northern, and I am hoping that a few communities will stop having anxiety at nights. I will declare though that we do have some areas that I would really love the NWC to have additional look on. But for this project, I'm very happy about it. I'm pleased. There are communities that are looking forward. And I will just hope that we will continue to choose Jamaica and choose vision and choose prosperity. And that water is not a luxury, it is a right.
Water is life. The commodity is precious. Member of Parliament for St. James Central Hero Clark believes that residents will appreciate the investment.
This is going to make sure that the old lines are taken out. We are going to put in bigger lines to take more water into the communities so that the resident will feel a lot comfortable.
Member of Parliament for Hanover Western Tamika Davis also believes the Western Resilience Water Project will go a far way to address the water challenges of that constituency.
This is absolutely great news. As you may be aware, in Western Hanover, we have challenges with water, and it is just great news because, as I understand it, the leg from Great River to Negril will be improved, and that is just great news. We are looking forward to the implementation and execution of this, and I know everyone in Hanover, be it Eastern or Western, will benefit greatly from this project.
Dave Brown, the Member of Parliament for Hanover Eastern, agrees.
It's a win-win for all, especially persons in the Hanover belt, because we have always have this issue where we have been bypassed by the persons claim that we have been bypassed by the Great River water supply system, which runs through the constituency or the parish.
The NWC partnering with MEGJC to ensure that people are served in so many ways.